Hello everyone, my name is Gadisa. This is a tutorial class which is prepared for the first degree student about introduction to STATA. So uh, it is good if you directly proceed to the types of windows which is existed on a given statistical software application. So this data contains five different windows. The first one is do file window. The second one is output window. This is known as do file window. This is what we call as output window. The third one is command window. And the fourth one is variable window. The last one is we can say that property windows. So our primarily concept what I want to write here is how we can import data to STATA. In order to import STATA, we have two different options. The first one is in toolbar we can click on data. Then after we can get that data editor. In data editor, we can get another two options. Data editor edits in brackets, data edit browse. We have to make browse to import our data from the place where we were registered. Then it's required one click. Then this we can do that one space in order to import our data. Then we can easily import data through clicking on open. Then we can click this one. Then we can find our data in the location in which we will register. Then I register my data in new folder. Then we can make the click. Then I was registered my data by this name, STATA data. Then STATA data. Then multiple reg in the data what I have saved so far. Then I have to click on this multiple reg and open it. Then now my data is already imported. My data contains three variables: sales, price, and advertisements. And from or each variables were collected from 75 observation. So my sample size is 75. Then I can close this folder. Now my data is already open. In order to know as my data is imported, this is indicator. This show or this result indicate that the place where my data was imported. And this is the do file what I used to import my data. And another one in variable windows, I have seen as there are three variables: sales, price, advertisement. What about price? There is this description. Sales, the monthly sales volume revenues in dollar out of 1,000. Price is also described by a price index for all products sold in a given month. This is per dollar. This is also advertisement. This advertisement is also explained by expenditure on advertising dollar per dollar. So now my data was imported, has been imported. Then the another one is let us summarize my data. In order to summarize my data, I have to write the command that says sum in command window. Then I have to say it's enter. Then this is the results or the summary of my data. I have three variables: sales, price, advertisement, and I have 75 observation or sample size. This is a mean value. This one is standard deviation. This one is minimum value of our data from each variables, and this is a maximum value of my data from each variables. This is not my intention. My intention is to conduct regression, right? I have to write the command rec in the command window. Then I have to write again the dependent variable first, my dependent variable sales. Then I have to write price, since price is independent variables. And I would like to replace sales on price. This means I am conducting a simple linear regression model. Simple linear regression model means the model which contains one dependent variable and one independent variable. So let us say enter. Now output is produced. Output is produced. So I have one dependent variable, which is sales, and one independent variable, which is price. So what about their relationship? Their relationship is interpreted by using this coefficient of price. Coefficient of price. The coefficient of price is negative. This negative indicates that there is inverse relationship between price and the sales. So how we can interpret, as price of the product is increased by $1, sales will decrease by 7.829 cents. This is our way of interpretation. Other things are remain constant. Other variables are remain constant. Another important concept which must rise here is how we can evaluate the level of significance of this price. In order to check the level of significance of this price, we have different mechanisms. Let us say something about three of them. The first one is by using t-value or t-test or student t-test is useful to measure individual significance of the variable. So the t-value or t-value of this coefficient is minus 6.85, which means it is statistically significant. In order to confirm this level of significance, there is also another option. The another one is p-value. In order to decide the level of significance of this parameter or this variable by using p-value, we have to understand something. The level of significance of this regression. In order to know that, this confidence interval is given from 95%. This means the remaining portions is the part of statistical significance, which is 5%. 5%. So when we transform 5% into decimal, we can get that 0.05. So our decision rules, if p-values less than level of significance, which means 5%, we can say that our explanatory variable is statistically significant. So p-value is 0.000, which is less than 0.05. So we can say that price is statistically significant. The third one is based on confidence interval. Our decision rule says if coefficients or beta is located between the interval, we can say that our explanatory variable is statistically significant. So minus 7.829074 is located between minus 10.168 and minus 5.5. 0.55138. So 7.87.82 located between these two intervals. We can say that price is statistically significant. Another important topic which need clarification is R square. R square. R square is known as coefficient of determination. Coefficient of determination explains that to what extent our explanatory variable can explain the dependent variable. So the range of R square is between 0 and 1. So R square of this regression is 0.3913, which is between 0 and 1. So how we can interpret this R square if the important issue is addressed in this section? R square or price can explain sales by 39.13%. We can say this is our way of interpretation. Interpretation of adjusted regression model. The another important concept is F value. F value is the way of measuring overall significance of the model. So the value of or probability value of F is 0.000, which is less than 0.05 of level of significance. So we can say that there is overall significance, and also adjusted R square is statistically significant, we can say. That's all about today's lesson. I will do another video in multiple regression model, whereas more than 2 explanatory variables are used in regression model. Thank you for your listening. Don't forget subscribing the video and also like the video. Have a nice time.